reaction of confrontations and emotional breakdowns. The cameras captured it all: the tears, the raised voices, the stunned silence, and the whispered asides, providing a comprehensive view of the complex dynamics at play. Fans online were captivated, analyzing every nuance, debating motives, and speculating about the fallout. The energy on set remained relentless, with each day bringing new challenges, confrontations, and emotional revelations. Returning cast members had to navigate the delicate balance of maintaining relationships with longtime allies while managing the unpredictable influence of newcomers. Every conversation, every glance, and every gesture carried weight, with consequences that could reverberate throughout the season. Strategic gameplay intertwined seamlessly with emotional expression, creating a narrative that was both compelling and unpredictable. The interplay of personal ambition, emotional vulnerability, and calculated manipulation ensured that viewers remained engaged, eagerly anticipating each new episode. Social media amplified the impact, as fans dissected every scene, theorized about upcoming conflicts, and debated the intentions of the cast. The season's storylines evolved rapidly, blending past conflicts, romantic tensions, and strategic maneuvering into a dynamic and unpredictable tapestry of drama. Moments of vulnerability contrasted sharply with moments of confrontation, highlighting the complexity of human emotion and the stakes involved in navigating a high-pressure environment where personal and public lives collided. As conflicts intensified, alliances were tested, betrayals unfolded, and emotional outbursts became more frequent. The combination of raw emotion, calculated strategy, and unforeseen twists created a season that was impossible to predict, captivating viewers and ensuring that every scene carried the weight of anticipation and suspense. Each episode built upon the last, escalating the drama, deepening the emotional stakes, and providing fans with a continuous stream of shocking revelations, confrontations, and unexpected developments. From intimate confessions to public confrontations, the season delivered a relentless cascade of tension, ensuring that love and hip-hop remained as riveting and unpredictable as ever. The cast's personal journeys intertwined in ways that made alliances fragile, rivalries intense, and every interaction a potential flashpoint for explosive drama. Fans remained glued to their screens, eager to witness the unfolding chaos, the strategic maneuvering, and the raw emotional intensity that defined the season. Every glance, whispered word, and subtle gesture had the potential to ignite the next shocking confrontation, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats and ensuring that the drama remained at the forefront of reality television entertainment. The following days on set were nothing short of chaotic, with tensions running at a fever pitch and every interaction charged with potential conflict. Even casual conversations became arenas for emotional showdowns, as past grievances and new rivalries collided in ways that seemed almost inevitable. A returning cast member, still grappling with the fallout from the prior week's revelations, confronted another over an old misunderstanding that had been simmering beneath the surface. "You really think you can just act like it never happened?" she demanded, her voice trembling with a mix of anger and hurt. The accused, trying to maintain composure, offered a defensive explanation, but the cameras caught every flicker of discomfort and hesitation, amplifying the drama for fans at home. Meanwhile, the newcomers were learning quickly that navigating the dynamics of this cast required a delicate balance of observation, timing, and strategic action. One new member, known for a fiery reputation, subtly inserted herself into conversations, dropping hints and veiled comments that set off murmurs and side glances. Fans online immediately noticed, speculating about hidden agendas and potential alliances. The psychological tension on set was as gripping as the overt confrontations. Cast members oscillated between vulnerability and assertiveness, revealing insecurities in private confessionals while projecting confidence and control in public moments. One veteran star admitted in tears, "I've spent my whole life fighting to be seen, and now I feel like I have to fight even harder just to exist here." The confession provided an intimate glimpse into the high stakes of maintaining relevance and respect in a cast known for its volatile relationships. Meanwhile, rivalries continued to flare. A private conversation escalated into a full-blown shouting match, with accusations of deceit and betrayal flying across the room. Crew members intervened, but the cameras captured every moment, preserving the raw emotion that made for compelling viewing. Social media reactions were immediate and intense, with fans dissecting body language, tone, and facial expressions, and speculating on the fallout of each encounter. Romantic entanglements further complicated the already combustible environment. One returning star confronted a former lover about perceived betrayals, sparking an emotional confrontation that had repercussions across multiple cast relationships. "I trusted you, and you threw it all away," she cried, her voice breaking, as the accused struggled to respond without inflaming the situation further. The tension was almost unbearable, and viewers were riveted by the high stakes and raw emotion. Amid the chaos, moments of alliance building emerged. Newcomers and returning cast members formed tentative bonds, sharing whispered strategies and subtle manipulations designed to shift the balance of power. Every conversation carried potential consequences, and even casual remarks were scrutinized for hidden meaning. Fans speculated endlessly about which relationships would endure and which would crumble under the pressure. The storyline took a dramatic turn when a previously hidden secret came to light, connecting multiple cast members in unexpected ways. Accusations flew, emotions ran high, and a chain reaction of confrontations erupted, leaving the cast scrambling to regain control. The cameras captured it all, from whispered asides to full-blown arguments, ensuring that viewers experienced the drama in real time. Confessional interviews revealed the personal stakes at play, exposing insecurities, ambitions, and fears that contrasted sharply with the confrontational moments. One veteran star admitted, "I can't show weakness, or I'll be pushed aside," while a newcomer revealed, "This chaos is exactly what I needed. It's my chance to shine." These insights provided fans with a deeper understanding of the complex, psychological landscape that underpinned every interaction. The emotional intensity reached a fever pitch during a group activity designed to foster teamwork, which instead became a battleground for old grudges and new rivalries. Arguments erupted over perceived slights, loyalties were questioned, and alliances shifted in real time. "I thought we were past this, but clearly we're not," one star shouted, her voice echoing through the room, while another countered, "You've never trusted anyone here, and that's your problem." The juxtaposition of strategic gameplay and emotional vulnerability kept viewers on the edge of their seats. Even in moments of supposed downtime, tension simmered beneath the surface. Private conversations, exchanged glances, and subtle gestures revealed layers of conflict that the cast tried to navigate without drawing the ire of others. Every action had meaning, every word could spark a reaction, and the cameras ensured that no detail went unnoticed. Fans eagerly analyzed every clip, forming theories about future confrontations, potential alliances, and hidden agendas. As the episodes unfolded, the complexity of relationships deepened. Friendships were tested, rivalries intensified, and romantic entanglements created unpredictable outcomes. One returning star's confession about past betrayals prompted a cascade of confrontations that involved multiple cast members, each trying to assert control over their narrative while responding to the unfolding chaos. The interplay of personal ambition, emotional vulnerability, and calculated manipulation created a rich tapestry of drama that kept fans engaged and speculating. Social media amplified the impact, with viewers debating motives, predicting outcomes, and dissecting interactions frame by frame. Every gesture, every phrase, every hesitant glance became fodder for online discussion, reflecting the deep investment of fans in the unfolding narrative. Amid the high-stakes drama, moments of emotional clarity emerged. Cast members revealed fears, insecurities, and ambitions that provided context for their actions and strategies. A returning star admitted in tears that she feared being overshadowed by the newcomers, while a newcomer disclosed that the chaos of the environment was precisely what they had anticipated and prepared for. These candid revelations highlighted the intricate balance between authenticity and performance that defined the season. Unexpected twists kept the narrative unpredictable. A previously hidden scandal surfaced, intertwining multiple cast members' histories and sparking confrontations that escalated quickly. Accusations, apologies, and defensiveness collided, creating an emotional maelstrom captured in vivid detail by the cameras. Fans at home were riveted, analyzing motives, predicting outcomes, and speculating on the evolving dynamics. The cast's psychological maneuvering was as compelling as the overt drama. Strategic alliances, secret plans, and subtle provocations added layers of intrigue, creating an environment where every decision carried weight and every interaction had potential consequences. Even minor added layers of intrigue, creating an environment where every decision carried weight and every interaction had potential consequences. Even minor exchanges became high-stakes moments, as cast members navigated a landscape of loyalty, ambition, and rivalry. In a particularly dramatic sequence, a group confrontation erupted over a long-standing grudge, leading to tears, raised voices, and stunned silence. The interplay between public confrontation and private vulnerability revealed the complex dynamics that defined the season. Viewers witnessed not only the emotional intensity but also the calculated strategies that each cast member employed to maintain their position and influence outcomes. Romantic entanglements continued to drive conflict. A secretive meeting between two cast members led to suspicions and jealousy, sparking an argument that involved several others. Accusations of manipulation, dishonesty, and hidden agendas flew, creating an emotionally charged environment that was captivating to watch. Cameras captured every moment, ensuring that fans saw the full spectrum of tension. From subtle gestures to explosive confrontations, as the episodes progressed, the emotional stakes intensified, friendships were tested, rivalries were reignited, and strategic alliances shifted in unpredictable ways. Each interaction had the potential to trigger a cascade of reactions, keeping the narrative dynamic and compelling. Fans remained engaged, dissecting each scene, theorizing about outcomes, and speculating about the personal and strategic motivations of each cast member. The season unfolded as a masterclass in blending raw emotion with calculated gameplay, creating a compelling reality TV narrative that kept viewers captivated. Every glance, whispered word, and subtle move carried meaning, contributing to a complex web of relationships, ambitions, and rivalries. The drama was relentless, the stakes were high, and the cast navigated an environment where personal pride, emotional vulnerability, and strategic maneuvering intersected in ways that ensured the season would be remembered as one of the most intense in love and hip-hop history. From public confrontations to private confessions, from strategic alliances to emotional breakdowns, the unfolding story offered viewers a continuous stream of suspense, intrigue, and explosive drama. The following days on set were nothing short of chaotic, with tensions running at a fever pitch and every interaction charged with potential conflict. Even casual conversations became arenas for emotional showdowns, as past grievances and new rivalries collided in ways that seemed almost inevitable. A returning cast member, still grappling with the fallout from the prior week's revelations, confronted another over an old misunderstanding that had been simmering beneath the surface. "You really think you can just act like it never happened?" she demanded, her voice trembling with a mix of anger and hurt. The accused, trying to maintain composure, offered a defensive explanation, but the cameras caught every flicker of discomfort and hesitation, amplifying the drama for fans at home. Meanwhile, the newcomers were learning quickly that navigating the dynamics of this cast required a delicate balance of observation, timing, and strategic action. One new member, known for a fiery reputation, subtly inserted herself into conversations, dropping hints and veiled comments that set off murmurs and side glances. Fans online immediately noticed, speculating about hidden agendas and potential alliances. The psychological tension on set was as gripping as the overt confrontations. Cast members oscillated between vulnerability and assertiveness, revealing insecurities in private confessionals while projecting confidence and control in public moments. One veteran star admitted in tears, "I've spent my whole life fighting to be seen, and now I feel like I have to fight even harder just to exist here." The confession provided an intimate glimpse into the high stakes of maintaining relevance and respect in a cast known for its volatile relationships. Meanwhile, rivalries continued to flare. A private conversation escalated into a full-blown shouting match, with accusations of deceit and betrayal flying across the room. Crew members intervened, but the cameras captured every moment, preserving the raw emotion that made for compelling viewing. Social media reactions were immediate and intense, with fans dissecting body language, tone, and facial expressions, and speculating on the fallout of each encounter. Romantic entanglements further complicated the already combustible environment. One returning star confronted a former lover about perceived betrayals, sparking an emotional confrontation that had repercussions across multiple cast relationships. "I trusted you, and you threw it all away," she cried, her voice breaking, as the accused struggled to respond without inflaming the situation further. The tension was almost unbearable, and viewers were riveted by the high stakes and raw emotion. Amid the chaos, moments of alliance building emerged. Newcomers and returning cast members formed tentative bonds, sharing whispered strategies and subtle manipulations designed to shift the balance of power. Every conversation carried potential consequences, and even casual remarks were scrutinized for hidden meaning. Fans speculated endlessly about which relationships would endure and which would crumble under the pressure. The storyline took a dramatic turn when a previously hidden secret came to light, connecting multiple cast members in unexpected ways. Accusations flew, emotions ran high, and a chain reaction of confrontations erupted, leaving the cast scrambling to regain control. The cameras captured it all, from whispered asides to full-blown arguments, ensuring that viewers experienced the drama in real time. Confessional interviews revealed the personal stakes at play, exposing insecurities, ambitions, and fears that contrasted sharply with the confrontational moments. One veteran star admitted, "I can't show weakness, or I'll be pushed aside," while a newcomer revealed, "This chaos is exactly what I needed. It's my chance to shine." These insights provided fans with a deeper understanding of the complex psychological landscape that underpinned every interaction. The emotional intensity reached a fever pitch during a group activity designed to foster teamwork, which instead became a battleground for old grudges and new rivalries. Arguments erupted over perceived slights, loyalties were questioned, and alliances shifted in real time. "I thought we were past this, but clearly we're not," one star shouted, her voice echoing through the room, while another countered, "You've never trusted anyone here, and that's your problem." The juxtaposition of strategic gameplay and emotional vulnerability kept viewers on the edge of their seats. Even in moments of supposed downtime, tension simmered beneath the surface. Private conversations, exchanged glances, and subtle gestures revealed layers of conflict that the cast tried to navigate without drawing the ire of others. Every action had meaning, every word could spark a reaction, and the cameras ensured that no detail went unnoticed. Fans eagerly analyzed every clip, forming theories about future confrontations, potential alliances, and hidden agendas. As the episodes unfolded, the complexity of relationships deepened, friendships were tested, rivalries intensified, and romantic entanglements created unpredictable outcomes. One returning star's confession about past betrayals prompted a cascade of confrontations that involved multiple cast members, each trying to assert control over their narrative while responding to the unfolding chaos. The interplay of personal ambition, emotional vulnerability, and calculated manipulation created a rich tapestry of drama that kept fans engaged and speculating. Social media amplified the impact, with viewers debating motives, predicting outcomes, and dissecting interactions frame by frame. Every gesture, every phrase, every hesitant glance became fodder for online discussion, reflecting the deep investment of fans in the unfolding narrative. Amid the high-stakes drama, moments of emotional clarity emerged. Cast members revealed fears, insecurities, and ambitions that provided context for their actions and strategies. A returning star admitted in tears that she feared being overshadowed by the newcomers, while a newcomer disclosed that the chaos of the environment was precisely what they had anticipated and prepared for. These candid revelations highlighted the intricate balance between authenticity and performance that defined the season. Unexpected twists kept the narrative unpredictable. A previously hidden scandal surfaced, intertwining multiple cast members, histories, and sparking confrontations that escalated quickly. Accusations, apologies, and defensiveness collided, creating an emotional maelstrom captured in vivid detail by the cameras. Fans at home were riveted, analyzing motives, predicting outcomes, and speculating on the evolving dynamics. The cast's psychological maneuvering was as compelling as the overt drama. Strategic alliances, secret plans, and subtle provocations added layers of intrigue, creating an environment where every decision carried weight and every interaction had potential consequences. Even minor exchanges became high-stakes moments, as cast members navigated a landscape of loyalty, ambition, and rivalry. In a particularly dramatic sequence, a group confrontation erupted over a long-standing grudge, leading to tears, raised voices, and stunned silence. The interplay between public confrontation and private vulnerability revealed the complex dynamics that defined the season. Viewers witnessed not only the emotional intensity but also the calculated strategies that each cast member employed to maintain their position and influence outcomes. Romantic entanglements continued to drive conflict. A secretive meeting between two cast members led to suspicions and jealousy, sparking an argument that involved several others. Accusations of manipulation, dishonesty, and hidden agendas flew, creating an emotionally charged environment that was captivating to watch. Cameras captured every moment, ensuring that fans saw the full spectrum of tension, from subtle gestures to explosive confrontations. As the episodes progressed, the emotional stakes intensified, friendships were tested, rivalries were reignited, and strategic alliances shifted in unpredictable ways. Each interaction had the potential to trigger a cascade of reactions, keeping the narrative dynamic and compelling. Fans remained engaged, dissecting each scene, theorizing about outcomes, and speculating about the personal and strategic motivations of each cast member. The season unfolded as a masterclass in blending raw emotion with calculated gameplay, creating a compelling reality TV narrative that kept viewers captivated. Every glance, whispered word, and subtle move carried meaning, contributing to a complex web of relationships, ambitions, and rivalries. The drama was relentless, the stakes were high, and the cast navigated an environment where personal pride, emotional vulnerability, and strategic maneuvering intersected in ways that ensured the season would be remembered as one of the most intense in love and hip-hop history. From public confrontations to private confessions, from strategic alliances to emotional breakdowns, the unfolding story offered viewers a continuous stream of suspense, intrigue, and explosive drama. The intensity on set continued to escalate, with each day presenting new opportunities for conflict, betrayal, and emotional exposure. Tensions ran high as returning cast members confronted long-standing grievances, and newcomers strategically positioned themselves to gain influence and visibility. One veteran star, still reeling from last week's dramatic revelation, confronted another cast member in the hallway, her voice low but trembling with anger. "Do you realize what you've done to me?" she asked, her words slicing through the tense air. The accused responded defensively, denying any wrongdoing, but the cameras captured the subtle flickers of guilt and hesitation that betrayed the truth. Fans at home immediately took to social media, dissecting the exchange, speculating about who was in the right, and debating how this confrontation would affect future alliances. Meanwhile, the newcomers learned quickly that every action, every word, and every gesture could have far-reaching consequences. One newcomer, known for her cunning and flair for drama, inserted herself into conversations with careful timing, dropping hints that provoked whispers and side glances from the rest of the cast. The reaction was immediate, with some cast members visibly perturbed, while others tried to mask their surprise, creating a dynamic that was as unpredictable as it was captivating. Romantic entanglements added another layer of complexity. A returning star confronted a former lover in a private but tense conversation, revealing unresolved feelings and lingering jealousy. The argument escalated as misunderstandings and accusations surfaced, spilling over into interactions with other cast members. "I can't believe you'd do this to me again," she exclaimed, her voice breaking, while the other cast members struggled to defend themselves without making the situation worse. The cameras captured it all, from subtle gestures to explosive arguments, offering viewers an unfiltered glimpse into the emotional and psychological stakes at play. Confessional interviews provided additional context, revealing the internal struggles and motivations driving each cast member's actions. One veteran admitted to feeling threatened by the newcomer's confidence, while a newcomer confessed that the chaos and emotional volatility were exactly what they had anticipated and prepared for. The contrast between vulnerability and calculated strategy created a layered narrative, highlighting the duality of reality television drama. The public performance versus private emotion. Old grievances resurfaced with explosive intensity. During a group activity intended to foster teamwork, arguments erupted over past betrayals and perceived slights, escalating into a shouting match that forced producers to intervene. "You think I'd just let this go?" one star yelled, eyes blazing, while another countered, "You're the one who can't see your own hypocrisy." Cameras captured every moment, ensuring viewers at home experienced the full emotional spectrum, from defensiveness to tears. Secret alliances and whispered strategies emerged simultaneously. Cast members quietly coordinated with select allies, exchanging subtle cues and private conversations designed to manipulate outcomes. The tension between public appearance and private maneuvering kept the season unpredictable, leaving fans to speculate endlessly about motives, allegiances, and potential betrayals. Romantic dynamics continued to fuel the drama. A secret rendezvous between two cast members sparked jealousy, suspicion, and confrontation among others. Accusations of manipulation and dishonesty flew, and the emotionally charged environment escalated quickly. Crew members struggled to maintain order, but the cameras ensured that every emotional beat, every raised voice, and every tearful confession was captured for viewers to experience the raw intensity. Unexpected twists kept both cast members and fans on edge. A previously hidden scandal from a prior season resurfaced, connecting multiple players in ways no one anticipated. Confrontations erupted as accusations and defensive explanations collided, creating a domino effect of drama that required careful navigation from the cast. Fans online dissected every scene, analyzing gestures, tone, and timing while theorizing about future alliances, betrayals, and emotional arcs. The psychological complexity of the cast's interactions became increasingly evident. Each member navigated a high-stakes environment where loyalty, trust, and personal ambition collided. Even seemingly minor exchanges could trigger major emotional reactions, shifting alliances, and sparking new conflicts. In one particularly dramatic scene, a group confrontation over a long-standing feud escalated into a series of emotionally charged exchanges. Tears flowed, voices rose, and cameras captured every detail, from subtle glares to trembling hands, giving viewers an unfiltered look into the intricate dynamics of the cast. Emotional vulnerability contrasted sharply with strategic maneuvering. Confessional interviews revealed fears, insecurities, and ambitions that offered insight into the motivations driving each cast member. One veteran admitted, "I can't afford to falter here, or I'll lose my relevance," while a newcomer explained, "The chaos is my advantage. I've been waiting for this moment to prove myself." These insights added depth to the narrative, showing that behind every outburst was a complex web of calculation, fear, and desire. Romantic tensions remained a potent source of conflict. A private conversation about loyalty and past betrayals spiraled into a heated confrontation, drawing in multiple cast members and revealing hidden resentments. Accusations of deceit and manipulation were exchanged, and emotions ran high, creating a dramatic spectacle that was both emotionally raw and strategically layered. Secret pacts and private negotiations added additional intrigue. Newcomers aligned with returning cast members, forming temporary alliances designed to shift the balance of power. Every gesture, glance, and comment was scrutinized, with subtle manipulations rippling through the cast and reshaping dynamics in unpredictable ways. Fans at home were captivated, analyzing body language, tone, and the timing of every interaction, speculating about the consequences of each decision and the unfolding arc of the season. Dramatic confrontations escalated when hidden conflicts resurfaced, connecting multiple cast members in unexpected ways. Accusations, apologies, and defensive explanations created a series of emotionally charged exchanges that left some cast members in tears while others seethed with anger. The cameras captured the full spectrum of emotion, documenting the raw intensity that defined the season. Psychological maneuvering was a constant undercurrent. Cast members negotiated alliances, orchestrated subtle provocations, and positioned themselves strategically, balancing vulnerability with calculated strategy. Minor gestures and seemingly casual remarks carried heavy consequences, highlighting the complexity and unpredictability of the season. During a group dinner intended to foster reconciliation, old grudges erupted into a flurry of arguments. Tears, raised voices, and stunned silence characterized the scene, with cameras capturing every angle to ensure viewers could experience the emotional weight firsthand. Fans online engaged with fervor, dissecting motivations, analyzing behavior, and predicting which alliances would hold and which rivalries would escalate further. Moments of emotional clarity punctuated the chaos. Cast members revealed insecurities, ambitions, and fears that provided context for their actions, allowing viewers to understand the personal stakes driving each confrontation. One returning star admitted fear of being overshadowed, while a newcomer explained that the unpredictability of the season offered a unique opportunity to assert influence. These insights highlighted the delicate balance between authenticity and performance in reality television drama. As the season progressed, confrontations became increasingly complex. A previously hidden feud resurfaced, creating a domino effect of accusations, tears, and defensive explanations. The interplay between emotional intensity and strategic gameplay kept both cast and audience constantly engaged. Alliances shifted, rivalries intensified, and personal and romantic dynamics intertwined to create a constantly evolving landscape. Fans remained captivated, dissecting each scene and theorizing about the next confrontation, hidden motives, and potential outcomes. The narrative combined raw human emotion with calculated strategy, creating a season that was as unpredictable as it was compelling. Every glance, whispered word, and subtle move contributed to an intricate web of relationships, ambition, and rivalry. From public confrontations to intimate confessions, the season delivered a relentless cascade of suspense, intrigue, and explosive drama. Emotional stakes remained high, personal conflicts intense, and strategic maneuvering constant, producing a season of love and hip-hop that was thrilling, unpredictable, and impossible to turn away from. Each interaction, whether a heated argument, a whispered strategy, or a tearful confession, shaped the narrative and kept viewers invested in the complex, emotionally charged world of the cast. Fans remained glued to the screen, anticipating each new twist, revelation, and confrontation, fully aware that in a house filled with ambition, jealousy, and secret agendas, anything could happen next. The drama was unrelenting, the stakes higher than ever, and the combination of emotion and strategy ensured that every episode was packed with tension, suspense, and unforgettable moments that would keep audiences talking long after the cameras stopped rolling. The tension on set reached levels that few could have anticipated, with every interaction charged with anticipation, emotion, and the potential for dramatic escalation. The returning cast members, seasoned in the art of reality TV maneuvering, were acutely aware of the stakes. They moved with calculated precision, knowing that every glance, every word, and every gesture could influence perceptions and alliances. One veteran, still processing the fallout from an explosive argument earlier in the season, confronted another cast member in a quiet corner. Her voice was steady, but the underlying intensity was palpable. "You've been running around acting like nothing happened," she said, her eyes narrowing. The accused paused, searching for a defense, but the tension lingered, unbroken. Cameras captured the subtle hesitation, the micro-expressions that spoke volumes, and fans watching at home immediately dissected every nuance. Social media erupted with speculation, debates, and predictions, creating a feedback loop that intensified the drama even further. The newcomers were not passive observers. Each had arrived with a reputation for boldness, cunning, and a willingness to exploit any crack in the cast's fragile equilibrium. One newcomer, with a sharp tongue and a quick wit, made a seemingly casual comment during a group gathering that sparked murmurs and tension among the veterans. "Sometimes the past doesn't stay buried," she said, her tone light but loaded with implication. Eyes darted, whispers spread, and the dynamics shifted subtly yet significantly. Romantic entanglements continued to fuel the volatility. A returning cast member's former flame appeared on set, igniting unresolved emotions, jealousy, and suspicion. Conversations intended to be neutral or casual became charged with double meanings and pointed comments. One star, cornered in a hallway by a rival, whispered sharply, "Don't think I've forgotten what you did last season." The response was equally pointed, and the cameras ensured that every flicker of tension, every raised eyebrow, every clenched jaw was documented. Confessional interviews offered a deeper understanding of the stakes at play. One veteran tearfully admitted, "I've spent so much energy building my image, and now I feel like it could all be undone in a single moment," while a newcomer confided, "This is exactly what I signed up for. The chaos is where I thrive." These candid admissions highlighted the duality of reality television. The public performance contrasted sharply with private vulnerability, each influencing the other in intricate ways. Past grievances resurfaced in the most unexpected moments. During a rehearsal meant to foster collaboration, a heated argument erupted over a misinterpreted comment, escalating quickly as old wounds were reopened. "You think you can just walk in and take over?" one star shouted, voice cracking with emotion. Another retorted, "I'm not taking over. I'm here to claim what's mine." Crew members intervened, but the cameras captured every motion, every facial expression, ensuring viewers experienced the full spectrum of tension and drama. Strategic maneuvering remained central to the season's narrative. Cast members engaged in subtle negotiations, private conversations, and alliance building, balancing the need for emotional expression with the imperative of maintaining influence. One newcomer discreetly aligned with a veteran, exchanging calculated glances and whispered strategies that would shape upcoming confrontations. Fans online eagerly analyzed each interaction, predicting the evolution of alliances, betrayals, and emotional arcs. Romantic dynamics continued to intertwine with personal and strategic conflicts. A clandestine meeting between two cast members sparked jealousy and suspicion among others, igniting confrontations that involved multiple parties. Accusations of deceit, manipulation, and dishonesty flew as emotions ran high, creating a sequence of events that was both dramatically satisfying and psychologically compelling. Hidden secrets emerged, further complicating the landscape. A revelation from a previous season tied multiple cast members together, forcing them to confront unresolved issues and sparking new conflicts. The chain reaction of emotional confrontations, defensive explanations, and strategic positioning heightened the tension, keeping both cast and viewers on edge. The psychological complexity of the season became increasingly apparent. Cast members navigated a high-pressure environment where trust was fragile, loyalty was negotiable, and ambition could override empathy. Every conversation, every gesture, and every glance carried potential consequences, and minor incidents could escalate into full-blown crisis. During one particularly dramatic episode, a long-standing feud between two cast members erupted during a group discussion, leading to a flurry of accusations, tears, and emotional outbursts. Cameras captured every movement, every inflection, every subtle nuance, ensuring viewers witnessed the full intensity of the moment. Emotional vulnerability. Emotional vulnerability contrasted sharply with strategic game. Confessional interviews revealed motivations, insecurities, and ambitions, offering viewers a window into the personal stakes driving each confrontation. One veteran admitted, "If I show weakness, I'm done," while a newcomer revealed, "The chaos is my advantage. I've been waiting for this moment to step up." Romantic entanglements amplified the emotional stakes. A private discussion about trust and loyalty quickly devolved into a public argument, drawing in multiple cast members and igniting a cascade of reactions. Accusations and defenses intertwined, creating a multi-layered narrative rich in drama and psychological tension. Secret alliances and covert strategies continued to shift the balance of power. Newcomers forged partnerships with veterans, exchanging subtle signals, coordinating actions, and positioning themselves strategically to exploit emerging conflicts. Fans at home were captivated, analyzing body language, tone, and timing, forming predictions about future confrontations and potential betrayals. Confrontations escalated when hidden conflicts resurfaced. A long-suppressed feud came to the forefront, creating a domino effect of emotionally charged exchanges. Accusations, apologies, and defensive maneuvers dominated the interactions, leaving some cast members visibly shaken while others emerged emboldened. The cameras captured every angle, preserving the emotional intensity for viewers. Psychological maneuvering was pervasive. Cast members negotiated alliances, orchestrated subtle provocations, and balanced vulnerability with strategy, creating a complex web of interpersonal dynamics. Even minor gestures or casual remarks could have significant consequences, influencing perceptions and reshaping relationships. During a group dinner, old grudges erupted into heated arguments. Tears, raised voices, and stunned silence characterized the scene, with cameras capturing every expression to ensure viewers understood the emotional stakes. Fans online engaged passionately, dissecting motives, analyzing behavior, and predicting outcomes, contributing to the season's narrative and amplifying the intensity. Moments of clarity punctuated the chaos. Cast members revealed insecurities, ambitions, and fears, providing context for their actions and highlighting the emotional complexity underpinning the drama. One veteran admitted fear of being overshadowed, while a newcomer explained that the unpredictability of the season offered a unique opportunity to assert influence. These insights emphasized the delicate balance between authenticity and performance in reality television drama. As episodes unfolded, confrontations became increasingly intricate. A hidden conflict resurfaced, intertwining multiple storylines and sparking a series of emotionally charged interactions. The interplay of emotional intensity and strategic maneuvering kept both cast and audience engaged, ensuring that every scene was unpredictable and compelling. Alliances shifted, rivalries intensified, and personal and romantic dynamics combined to create a continuously evolving landscape. Fans remained invested, dissecting each scene, theorizing about motives, and speculating about the outcome of each interaction. From explosive arguments to intimate confessions, the season blended raw human emotion with calculated strategy, producing a narrative that was dynamic, unpredictable, and highly engaging. Every glance, whispered word, and subtle move contributed to a complex web of relationships, ambitions, and rivalries. From public confrontations to private confessions, the season delivered an unrelenting cascade of suspense, intrigue, and drama. Emotional stakes were consistently high, personal conflicts intense, and strategic maneuvering constant, producing a love and hip-hop season that was thrilling, unpredictable, and impossible to turn away from. Each interaction, whether a heated argument, a whispered strategy, or a tearful confession, shaped the narrative and kept viewers invested in the emotionally charged, high-stakes world of the cast. Fans remained glued to their screens, eagerly anticipating the next twist, revelation, or confrontation, knowing that in a house filled with ambition, jealousy, and hidden agendas, anything could happen. The drama was relentless. The stakes were higher than ever, and the combination of raw emotion and strategic calculation ensured that every episode delivered unforgettable moments that kept audiences talking and speculating long after filming ended. The intensity of the season escalated further as weeks passed, with the cast navigating an increasingly volatile environment where past grievances, new rivalries, and hidden agendas collided. Tensions flared over the smallest perceived slights, and even casual interactions often spiraled into high-stakes confrontations. One returning star confronted another about an old argument that had been simmering beneath the surface for months. "You think a simple apology can erase everything?" she demanded, her voice tight with anger. The other cast member, visibly uncomfortable, tried to defend herself. But the cameras caught the subtle hesitation, the flicker of guilt that betrayed her true feelings. Fans at home immediately took to social media, dissecting the exchange and speculating about how this would affect alliances and power dynamics moving forward. Newcomers, observing carefully, quickly learned that every word and gesture mattered. One fiery new cast member made a seemingly innocuous comment during a group conversation, but it carried hidden implications that sent ripples through the room. Whispers spread, eyes darted, and alliances subtly shifted as veterans recalibrated their strategies in response. Romantic tensions added another combustible layer to the drama. A returning cast member confronted a former lover, and the discussion quickly escalated into accusations, emotional outbursts, and public arguments involving multiple other cast members. "I trusted you, and now everything is in chaos," she exclaimed, tears streaming down her face. The accused struggled to respond, trying to maintain composure, but the cameras captured every flicker of doubt, every defensive posture, amplifying the tension for viewers. Confessional interviews revealed the private stakes behind public conflicts. One veteran tearfully admitted, "I can't show weakness, or I'll be seen as irrelevant," while a newcomer revealed, "I thrive on this chaos, it's my chance to carve out my place." These candid insights provided context for the strategic and emotional complexity driving the season. Old rivalries reignited with explosive intensity. A rehearsal intended to build camaraderie instead became the site of a shouting match over past betrayals. Voices were raised, accusations hurled, and tears shed, with cameras capturing every nuance of body language and tone. "You've always done this behind my back," one star shouted, eyes blazing, "and you've always assumed the worst," the other countered, as the crew tried and largely failed to calm the situation. The psychological maneuvering of the cast remained a central element. Secret alliances, whispered conversations, and subtle provocations shifted power in ways visible only to those paying close attention. One newcomer discreetly formed a pact with a veteran, their private communication shaping the outcome of several confrontations without the knowledge of other cast members. Fans online eagerly analyzed these interactions, speculating about motives, strategies, and the eventual fallout. Romantic entanglements continued to fuel emotional volatility. A clandestine encounter between two cast members provoked jealousy, suspicion, and arguments involving multiple others. Accusations of deception and manipulation flew freely, creating a chain reaction of conflict that intertwined personal relationships with strategic maneuvering. Unexpected revelations added further tension. A scandal from a previous season resurfaced, connecting multiple cast members in unforeseen ways. The ensuing confrontations sparked defensive explanations, emotional admissions, and confrontations that escalated rapidly. The domino effect of conflict kept both the cast and the audience on edge. As new alliances were formed and old rivalries intensified, psychological strategy remained ever present. Every gesture, glance, and comment was carefully weighed, as minor interactions could trigger major consequences. During one particularly charged dinner scene, simmering grudges erupted into arguments, tears flowed, and the cameras captured the full spectrum of emotion. Fans dissected every interaction online, predicting which cast members would align, betray, or emerge as dominant figures in the ongoing drama. Moments of vulnerability punctuated the chaos. Confessional interviews allowed cast members to reveal insecurities, ambitions, and fears that contextualized their public behavior. One veteran admitted a fear of losing relevance, while a newcomer explained that the season's unpredictability offered a prime opportunity to assert influence and gain attention. These moments highlighted the complex interplay between authenticity and calculated strategy. As the season progressed, confrontations became more intertwined and unpredictable. Hidden conflicts resurfaced, triggering cascading confrontations and exposing long-held secrets. The interplay of raw emotion and strategic maneuvering kept both the cast and the audience constantly engaged, ensuring that each scene carried weight and consequence. Alliances shifted rapidly, rivalries deepened, and personal dynamics, including romantic entanglements, continued to add complexity to the evolving landscape. Fans remained captivated, dissecting scenes, analyzing motives, and speculating on future confrontations. From explosive arguments to intimate confessions, the season masterfully blended human emotion with strategic calculation, creating a compelling and unpredictable narrative. Every gesture, whispered conversation, and subtle maneuver contributed to an intricate web of relationships and power dynamics. From public confrontations to private confessions, the season delivered an unrelenting cascade of suspense, intrigue, and drama. Emotional stakes remained high, personal conflicts intense, and strategic maneuvering constant, producing a love and hip-hop season that was both thrilling and unpredictable. Each interaction, whether a confrontation, a whispered plan, or a tearful revelation, shaped the narrative and kept viewers deeply invested in the cast's emotionally charged world. Fans remained glued to their screens, eager to witness the next twist, revelation, or emotional outburst. In a house where ambition, jealousy, and hidden agendas intersected, anything could happen at any moment, keeping the drama relentless and the stakes higher than ever. The combination of raw emotion and strategic maneuvering ensured that every episode delivered unforgettable, highly engaging moments, leaving audiences talking, theorizing, and speculating long after the cameras stopped rolling. The narrative continued to evolve as the season progressed, weaving together threads of personal ambition, emotional vulnerability, and interpersonal conflict in a way that created constant suspense. Conflicts, both old and new, flared unpredictably, with alliances shifting in real time, forcing cast members to navigate an ever-changing landscape. The psychological complexity of interactions remained a central theme. Cast members calculated moves carefully, balancing the need to express genuine emotion with the necessity of strategic positioning. Minor remarks, fleeting gestures, and subtle tones could ignite major confrontations, and each member's understanding of this delicate balance influenced the unfolding drama. During one particularly explosive group confrontation, a combination of personal grudges, romantic jealousy, and miscommunication led to tears, raised voices, and heated exchanges involving several cast members. Cameras captured every reaction, every expression, every subtle nuance of tension, ensuring viewers were immersed in the emotional intensity. Fans eagerly followed each development, dissecting body language, tone, and behavior, offering predictions, theories, and critiques in real time. Romantic relationships continued to intertwine with personal rivalries, creating high-stakes confrontations that were as emotionally charged as they were strategically significant. A secret encounter between two cast members ignited suspicion among others, resulting in a series of escalating arguments and defensive reactions. The unfolding events highlighted the delicate balance between trust, ambition, and emotion in a cast driven by personal stakes and competitive tension. Unexpected plot twists emerged as hidden secrets came to light, connecting multiple storylines and triggering a cascade of confrontations. The reactions ranged from tears to explosive shouting matches, with cameras capturing the drama in vivid detail. Fans analyzed each moment, discussing implications for alliances, potential betrayals, and the future trajectory of the season. The interplay of strategy and emotion remained central to the narrative. Cast members navigated a complex web of personal ambition, loyalty, and vulnerability. Each decision, each word, each interaction carried weight, affecting not only immediate relationships but also long-term positioning within the group. During one particularly tense scene, old rivalries resurfaced, leading to a flurry of accusations, emotional breakdowns, and defensive maneuvers. Cameras captured it all, providing viewers with a complete portrait of the cast's volatile dynamics. Emotional vulnerability remained a recurring theme. In confessionals, cast members expressed fears, insecurities, and ambitions, illuminating the motivations behind their actions. One veteran admitted fear of being overshadowed, while a newcomer revealed confidence in using the chaos to her advantage. These insights highlighted the tension between public persona and private reality, offering fans a deeper understanding of the season's emotional landscape. Romance continued to heighten tension. Private conversations about trust and past grievances often escalated into public confrontations involving multiple parties. Accusations, defensive explanations, and emotional outbursts intertwined, creating complex scenarios that were both dramatic and psychologically engaging. Secret alliances and strategic partnerships influenced outcomes in subtle but meaningful ways. Newcomers and veterans formed temporary pacts, coordinated actions, and maneuvered to shift the balance of power. Fans closely scrutinized these developments, analyzing every glance, gesture, and word, making predictions about future confrontations and possible betrayals. As the season progressed, the intensity remained high. Hidden conflicts, past grievances, and romantic entanglements continued to fuel explosive confrontations. While strategic maneuvering added layers of complexity to the narrative, alliances shifted, rivalries deepened, and the emotional stakes remained ever present. The combination of raw human emotion, strategic calculation, and unpredictability created a season that was as compelling as it was volatile, keeping viewers captivated and engaged at every turn. From confrontations to confessions, from whispers to heated arguments, the season delivered relentless drama, suspense, and intrigue, ensuring that audiences remained deeply invested in the lives, ambitions, and conflicts of the Love and Hip Hop cast. Every interaction shaped the narrative, leaving fans eagerly anticipating the next revelation, the next twist, and the next emotional showdown. In this environment of ambition, jealousy, and hidden agendas, the stakes could never be higher, and the drama never been ending, creating a viewing experience that was impossible to look away from. The house was buzzing with tension as yet another week unfolded, the kind of tension that seemed almost tangible, thickening the air and making every glance, every movement, and every word charged with potential consequences. Returning cast members, well-versed in the psychological games of reality television, moved cautiously yet deliberately, knowing that a single misstep could jeopardize alliances carefully built over previous seasons. One veteran, still smarting from the fallout of a fiery argument that had divided fans and cast members alike, confronted another in a dimly lit corner of the set. "Do you honestly think this ends here?" she asked, her voice steady but sharp, every word loaded with underlying resentment. The accused attempted to formulate a defense, but hesitation and a slight falter in body language betrayed her unease. Cameras captured every flicker of emotion, every subtle shift, ensuring that fans at home could dissect the encounter down to the smallest detail. Social media erupted immediately, with fans debating loyalties, predicting outcomes, and analyzing gestures and expressions for hidden meaning. Newcomers were equally astute, quickly realizing that in this environment, the line between casual remark and calculated provocation was razor-thin. One particularly assertive newcomer, whose reputation for stirring tension preceded her, made a seemingly innocuous comment about trust during a group discussion. The effect was instantaneous. Whispers spread across the room, subtle but pointed glances were exchanged, and alliances subtly shifted as veterans recalibrated their strategies in response to the disruption. Romantic entanglements intensified the volatility. A returning cast member's past lover arrived on set, reigniting unresolved feelings, jealousy, and suspicion. Conversations intended to be neutral or casual became laced with undertones, and what might have been a simple discussion escalated into a public argument that drew in multiple cast members. "I thought we had closure," one exclaimed, tears welling in her eyes. "Closure," the other snapped, voice tight with frustration. "You never even tried to understand me." The cameras captured it all, the trembling hands, the flared nostrils, the subtle micro-expressions that revealed more than words ever could. Confessionals offered deeper insight into the stakes behind these public confrontations. One veteran tearfully admitted, "If I falter, I risk losing everything I've built," while a newcomer revealed, "The chaos is my playground. It's where I shine." These candid insights highlighted the intricate duality of reality television, the conflict between private, vulnerability, and the need to project strength, and how the two forces interacted to create gripping drama. Past grievances, long buried, resurfaced with explosive consequences. During a team challenge meant to foster collaboration, an old slight became the catalyst for a shouting match, erupting into accusations, defensive explanations, and tears. "You've been playing both sides all along," one star shouted, eyes blazing, while the other countered, "And you've been blind to your own hypocrisy." Crew members intervened, trying to maintain order, but the cameras captured every tense moment, every shift in posture, every narrowed gaze, ensuring that viewers experienced the full spectrum of human emotion. Secret alliances and strategic maneuvering were constant undercurrents. Cast members coordinated with select allies, exchanging subtle cues and whispers that influenced outcomes in ways invisible to others. One newcomer, aligning with a veteran, whispered quietly during a rehearsal, plotting interventions and anticipating reactions, creating layers of intrigue that fans eagerly analyzed online. Romantic drama intertwined seamlessly with personal and strategic conflict. A clandestine meeting between two cast members sparked jealousy, suspicion, and arguments that drew in others. Accusations of deceit and manipulation flew, while emotions ran high, creating a spectacle that was as entertaining as it was psychologically complex. Unexpected revelations heightened the tension further. Secrets from previous seasons emerged, linking multiple cast members in unforeseen ways and triggering confrontations that cascaded rapidly. Defensive explanations collided with raw emotional admissions, creating a domino effect that forced the cast to navigate a labyrinth of relationships, grudges, and strategic maneuvering. Psychological strategies became increasingly sophisticated. Every glance, gesture, and comment carried weight, with minor incidents capable of igniting major confrontations. During one particularly charged dinner, simmering grudges boiled over, resulting in tears, raised voices, and stunned silence. Cameras documented every angle, capturing the emotional intensity in a way that left fans analyzing motives, strategies, and potential outcomes in real time. Moments of vulnerability punctuated the tension. In confessionals, cast members revealed fears, ambitions, and insecurities that illuminated the motivations behind their actions. One veteran admitted, "I can't afford to show weakness," or "It's game over for me," while a newcomer revealed, "I'm here to shake things up, to take advantage of the chaos and make my mark." These insights highlighted the intricate balance between authenticity and performance in reality television, demonstrating how emotional truth and calculated strategy often coexist in unpredictable ways. As the season progressed, confrontations became increasingly intertwined. Hidden conflicts resurfaced, connecting storylines and escalating tensions in ways that were impossible to anticipate. Alliances shifted fluidly, rivalries deepened, and the interplay of personal, romantic, and strategic factors ensured that the emotional stakes remained sky-high. Fans remained captivated, dissecting each interaction, theorizing about hidden motives, and speculating about future conflicts. From explosive arguments to intimate confessions, the season blended raw human emotion with calculated maneuvering, producing a narrative that was unpredictable, engaging, and deeply compelling. Each gesture, whispered word, and subtle maneuver contributed to a web of relationships and power dynamics that kept viewers riveted. From public confrontations to private confessions, the season delivered an unrelenting flow of suspense, intrigue, and drama. Emotional stakes remained high, personal conflicts intense, and strategic maneuvering constant, producing a love and hip-hop season that was both thrilling and unpredictable. Each interaction, whether it was a heated argument, a whispered strategy, or a tearful revelation, shaped the narrative and kept viewers invested in the high-stakes, emotionally charged world of the cast. Fans stayed glued to the screen, eagerly awaiting the next twist, revelation, or confrontation, knowing that in a house filled with ambition, jealousy, and hidden agendas, anything could happen at any moment. The drama was unrelenting, the stakes were higher than ever, and the combination of raw human emotion and strategic calculation ensured that every episode delivered unforgettable, high-impact moments, leaving audiences talking, theorizing, and speculating long after the cameras stopped rolling. The season's intensity escalated further as confrontations became more elaborate and multi-layered. A dispute that began as a simple misunderstanding over seating arrangements during a group meeting quickly spiraled into a multi-person argument involving romantic jealousy, past betrayals, and strategic positioning. Voices were raised, insults exchanged, and emotions ran unchecked, with the cameras capturing every reaction. Fans online dissected the scene, debating who was right, who was wrong, and which alliances might crumble as a result. Newcomers continued to test boundaries, inserting themselves into conflicts with calculated precision. One particularly shrewd newcomer initiated a conversation with a veteran during a casual downtime, subtly suggesting that loyalty was fleeting and that alliances should be reconsidered. The remark was casual in tone, but loaded with implication, and the reaction was immediate. Eyes widened, whispers spread, and tensions shifted, demonstrating the delicate balance between perception and reality that defined the season. Romantic entanglements complicated the landscape even further. A secret meeting between two cast members was overheard, resulting in a cascade of confrontations, emotional outbursts, and public accusations. The complexity of relationships created multidimensional drama, intertwining personal emotions with strategic considerations. Accusations of dishonesty, manipulation, and betrayal flew freely. And the emotional intensity was amplified by the camera's unblinking presence. Hidden agendas came to light in surprising ways. A long-buried dispute from a previous season resurfaced, linking multiple cast members in unexpected ways. The resulting confrontations were raw and emotionally charged, leaving some in tears and others in a state of seething frustration. Strategic maneuvering continued to underpin the chaos, as cast members formed temporary pacts, whispered private strategies, and repositioned themselves to capitalize on emerging conflicts. Fans online followed every development closely, analyzing body language, tone, and timing to predict the next wave of drama. Psychological dynamics remained central to the season. Minor gestures, offhand comments, and casual interactions could trigger major confrontations, forcing cast members to navigate a minefield of emotions, alliances, and personal stakes. During one emotionally charged group discussion, simmering resentments exploded into a multi-person shouting match, complete with tears, defensive explanations, and tense silences, all captured by the cameras to preserve the drama for viewers. Vulnerability and strategy intertwined continuously. Confessionals offered insight into the personal motivations and fears driving each cast member's behavior. One veteran confessed fear of irrelevance, while a newcomer relished the opportunity to assert dominance and take advantage of the season's volatility. These candid moments emphasized the delicate balance between authentic emotional expression and calculated strategic action. As episodes unfolded, confrontations became increasingly complex, with old rivalries resurfacing and intersecting with new conflicts. Alliances shifted unpredictably, romantic tensions intensified, and strategic maneuvering influenced every interaction. Fans remained captivated, dissecting each scene, analyzing motives, and speculating on the trajectory of the season. From explosive arguments to intimate confessions, the season masterfully blended human emotion with strategic gameplay, delivering a narrative that was compelling, unpredictable, and highly engaging. Each subtle gesture, whispered conversation, and calculated move contributed to a web of relationships, rivalries, and power dynamics that kept viewers on the edge of their seats. From high-stakes confrontations to private confessions, the season offered a continuous cascade of suspense, drama, and intrigue. Emotional stakes remained sky-high, personal conflicts intense, and strategic maneuvering constant, ensuring that Love and Hip Hop delivered a season that was both thrilling and impossible to predict. Every interaction, whether a heated argument, a whispered plan, or a tearful confession, shaped the narrative and maintained audience engagement. Fans remained glued to their screens, anticipating each new twist, revelation, and emotional explosion, knowing that in a house charged with ambition, jealousy, and hidden agendas, the drama was unrelenting, and the stakes could never be higher. Every episode delivered unforgettable moments, combining raw emotion and strategic calculation to keep audiences talking and speculating long after the cameras stopped rolling. And just like that, the roller coaster of emotions, alliances, betrayals, and shocking revelations has left us all on the edge of our seats. Fans are still talking about that confrontation, that whispered strategy, that tearful confession that set the stage for everything we've witnessed this season. And here's the truth: you watching right now, are just as much a part of this drama as the cast themselves. Every reaction, every theory, every hot take you share online feeds into this whirlwind of tension and intrigue. It's more than a show, it's a living, breathing saga, unfolding in real time. And your voice, your opinion, matters. Think about that jaw-dropping moment when alliances shifted in an instant. Who could have predicted that a casual remark from a newcomer would dismantle months of carefully constructed trust? Who saw the sparks fly when old flames resurfaced, triggering jealousy and accusations that no one saw coming? Every detail, every subtle glance, every minor gesture has consequences that ripple across the house and across our conversations. And that's what keeps us coming back, because it's unpredictable, it's raw, it's human. The drama doesn't exist in a vacuum. It exists because of the tension between what's said and what's left unsaid, between trust and suspicion, love and rivalry. And now, you have the chance to be part of this narrative, to weigh in, to make your predictions, to declare where your loyalties lie. Do you think that veteran will weather the storm and reclaim her influence? Or is it the newcomer who is quietly plotting her rise to dominance? Will the romantic entanglements explode further, tearing apart alliances and leaving heartbreak in their wake? Or will unexpected resolutions surprise us all? Every comment you make, every theory you post, every opinion you share contributes to the ongoing conversation, and it matters. This is why we ask you to engage, to voice your thoughts, and to join the community of fans who dissect every episode, analyze every move, and debate every decision. The excitement doesn't stop at the screen. It continues in your interactions, in your interpretations, in the way you anticipate and react to what comes next. Remember that even the smallest observation can spark discussion, illuminate motives, or shed new light on relationships that seem settled but are anything but. So, as we pause after this whirlwind of conflict, passion, and revelation, take a moment to reflect on what you've seen and share your thoughts. Who do you believe is the ultimate strategist in this season of Love and Hip Hop? Who is playing the game with subtle precision, and who is being caught off guard by emotions too strong to contain? Your perspective adds depth, fuels conversation, and helps us all understand the intricate web of personalities and power plays that make this show so compelling. And while you're at it, make sure you hit that like button if you're invested in the drama, if your heart raced during those confrontations, if you were shocked, if you were moved, if you can't wait to see what happens next. Subscribe so you never miss a moment, because with this much intensity, every episode is a must. And comment below, let us know your theories, your predictions, and who you think will come out on top. The discussion is just as thrilling as the drama itself, and your voice is part of it. This season has been full of surprises, from shocking comebacks to unexpected alliances, from heart-wrenching betrayals to tender reconciliations, and it's far from over. Each episode promises to push boundaries, test loyalties, and reveal the hidden sides of the cast that even their closest allies may not fully understand. By engaging, by sharing, by theorizing, you become part of the pulse of the season, part of the conversation that keeps the drama alive outside the screen. Fans are watching, commenting, debating, and sharing in real time. And your contribution matters. Your insight can spark the next viral discussion, the next hot take, the next theory that everyone talks about. So take a moment to reflect, to react, to engage, and to make your presence felt in this whirlwind of love and hip-hop drama. Every word you type, every comment you post, every prediction you make adds to the energy and intensity that defines this season. Your engagement keeps the narrative alive, keeps the momentum building, and ensures that the drama resonates far beyond the episodes themselves. Whether you're loyal to a veteran, rooting for a newcomer, or fascinated by the unexpected twists and turns, your voice is essential. We want to hear it, we want to see it, and we want you to be part of the conversation. This is your chance to weigh in on the strategies, the conflicts, the romances, the betrayals, and the surprises that make this season unforgettable. Don't hold back, share what you think, speculate on what's coming next, and immerse yourself in the drama that continues to captivate fans around the world. Like, subscribe, comment, and join the community that keeps love and hip-hop alive, not just on the screen, but in every conversation, every debate, and every passionate discussion that follows. Stay engaged, stay invested, and let your voice be heard, because the season is far from over. And the drama is only going to get more intense from here. The cameras are rolling, the lights are flashing, and the tension is already palpable even before the first scene drops. Fans of Love and Hip Hop thought they knew what to expect this season, but what's coming is unlike anything anyone could have imagined. Whispers started circulating weeks ago, rumors of shocking returns, unexpected new faces, and alliances that could crumble in an instant. And now, the official cast reveal has set social media ablaze. Emotions ran high as fans debated who would make a comeback, who would stir up drama, and who might just be there to shake things up beyond anyone's control. You can feel it in the air. Something explosive is about to happen. The first name dropped has sent shockwaves through the fanbase, leaving everyone questioning what they thought they knew about the dynamics on the show. Friendships are about to be tested, rivalries reignited, and secrets that were buried for years could surface at any moment. The family is already divided, alliances are shaky, and the tension backstage is said to be off the charts. Imagine walking onto a set where every glance, every whispered word could spark an argument or ignite a scandal that will dominate headlines for weeks. And just when you think you've got a handle on the drama, a new cast member emerges, someone with a fiery reputation and a past that could intertwine with anyone on the show. The reactions have been immediate and intense. Fans are shocked, gossip pages are exploding, and the cast themselves are preparing for a roller coaster that none of them can predict. Arguments have reportedly already started behind the scenes, and whispers of secret meetings, confrontations, and emotional breakdowns are spreading like wildfire. From heated exchanges in dressing rooms to private confrontations that leak to the cameras, the energy is charged with anticipation. Every scene promises to escalate, every reunion could erupt, and every confession may leave someone reeling. This is not just another season, it's a storm waiting to happen. And as the cameras pan across the faces of those who have returned, and those who are brand new, you can feel the suspense tightening like a noose. So brace yourself, because the stage is set, the players are in position, and the drama is about to explode in ways you won't see coming. This is the Love and Hip Hop cast, shocker, you didn't know you needed, and it's only just beginning. The tension on set was immediate as the first day of filming kicked off, and fans watching the live social media updates were already holding their breath. As cameras rolled, it became clear that old alliances were fragile, and that the room was charged with unspoken rivalries. The return of familiar faces sent ripples of excitement and anxiety through the cast, while the arrival of new members brought a sense of unpredictability that had everyone on edge. Emotions ran high from the very start, and what began as casual conversations quickly escalated into heated exchanges. One returning star, known for her sharp tongue and unapologetic demeanor, wasted no time in reasserting her dominance. "I'm not here to play nice," she snapped during a private meeting that leaked to the cameras, her eyes glinting with intensity. Across the room, another returning cast member clenched his jaw, visibly bracing himself for confrontation. Fans watching at home were already typing furiously, speculating on which friendships would survive and which would crumble under the strain. Meanwhile, the newcomers were quietly observing, sizing up the veterans while carefully choosing their moments to speak. One new cast member, rumored to have a controversial past, made a subtle yet pointed remark about loyalty, immediately drawing stares and muttered comments from the veterans. The tension was palpable, and the cameras caught every slight nod, every rolled eye, every whispered accusation that could ignite the first major confrontation of the season. As the day progressed, a casual dinner turned into an emotional battlefield. Conversations that seemed innocent at first spiraled into debates over past betrayals and lingering grudges. One of the returning stars confronted another over unresolved conflicts from the previous season, and voices were raised in ways that shocked the crew and excited the viewers at home. "You think you can just waltz back in and act like nothing happened?" she demanded, her tone slicing through the room. The accused shifted uncomfortably, trying to deflect while the cameras zoomed in on the tension, capturing every flicker of doubt and defensiveness. In the corner, a newcomer watched with an amused smirk, already strategizing how to insert themselves into the existing drama. Fans online were reacting instantly, posting theories and predictions about the unfolding chaos. Social media was ablaze with comments like, "The family is already divided," and "Wait until she finds out what he said about her behind her back." The energy on set was electric, and it only escalated when a secret from the past was brought to light. A leaked text message revealed a betrayal that no one had anticipated, sending shockwaves through the cast. One veteran was reduced to tears, while another erupted in anger, storming out of the room and threatening to walk off the show entirely. Producers scrambled to contain the situation, but the cameras captured every raw emotion, knowing that this was exactly the kind of explosive content fans craved. As the night wore on, alliances formed and shifted with alarming speed. Friends who had seemed inseparable in previous seasons now whispered behind each other's backs, while new bonds were tested almost immediately. A private confrontation in the green room escalated when accusations of manipulation and deceit were thrown across the space, voices echoing and emotions running unchecked. "You've been playing everyone this whole time," one star shouted, her voice shaking with a mix of fury and disbelief. The accused responded with a calculated calm, trying to defuse the situation, but the tension only intensified. Nearby cast members exchanged wary glances, unsure of whether to intervene or let the conflict unfold. In between the arguments, moments of vulnerability appeared that gave a glimpse into the personal stakes for each cast member. One returning star broke down, confessing her fear of being overshadowed by the newcomers and revealing insecurities that fans had never seen before. "I've fought to be here, and I can't let them take this from me," she said, her voice trembling as tears ran down her face. The confession drew sympathetic nods from a few cast members and shocked silence from others, highlighting the complex web of relationships that defined the group. Meanwhile, another newcomer quietly observed the unfolding chaos, recognizing an opportunity to manipulate perceptions and position themselves strategically. Whispers in the hallway hinted at secret alliances and behind-the-scenes planning, and rumors of double crosses began circulating even before the next scene was shot. The cast was navigating a minefield of emotions, each encounter charged with both personal history and the desire to claim the spotlight. Outside the set, fans dissected every post and leaked clip, analyzing body language, decoding half-spoken phrases, and predicting the next inevitable confrontation. "She's going to lose it when she finds out what he said," one fan commented. While another predicted, "This is going to be the most explosive season yet." The tension wasn't just between the veterans and the newcomers. It also spread within the returning cast itself. Old friends argued over loyalty. Accusations of favoritism ignited tempers, and the line between performance and genuine emotion blurred, creating a reality TV spectacle that seemed almost too dramatic to be true. During a late-night filming session, a confrontation erupted over a seemingly minor misunderstanding, and emotions escalated beyond what anyone anticipated. The argument spilled into the hallway, cameras following the heated exchange as words were hurled like weapons. "You think I don't see what you're doing?" one star screamed, her face flushed with anger. "Everything you've been hiding is coming out tonight." The other cast members watched with bated breath, some stepping in to mediate, others silently calculating how to turn the situation to their advantage. The scene ended with several cast members storming off, leaving the remaining group to process the fallout and fans at home speculating wildly about the next episode. In addition to the interpersonal drama, personal stakes added layers of tension. Romantic entanglements, past betrayals, and long-held grudges all collided, creating volatile situations that kept both the cast and the viewers on edge. One returning star confronted a new cast member about a rumored connection to a past scandal, and emotions flared as accusations met denials. The argument escalated into shouting, with the crew desperately trying to maintain control. And yet the cameras captured every moment for the audience, who couldn't get enough of the drama. In another scene, a private confession in the confessional booth revealed hidden insecurities and ambitions, giving viewers insight into the complex motivations driving each character. "I can't let them see me break." One star. "See me break." One star whispered to the camera, tears streaming down her face, "Or I'll lose everything I've worked for." The confession contrasted sharply with the public confrontations, highlighting the dual realities each cast member had to navigate. The performance for the cameras and the genuine emotional turmoil behind the scenes. The night culminated in a dinner that was meant to bring everyone together but instead became the stage for the most explosive confrontation yet. Words were exchanged, accusations flew, and one of the newcomers revealed a shocking secret that tied multiple cast members together in unexpected ways. Emotions ran so high that several cast members left the table in tears, while others erupted in anger, hurling harsh words that reverberated throughout the room. The cameras captured it all, from whispered asides to full-blown shouting matches, ensuring that fans at home would have weeks of discussion material. The social media reaction was immediate and intense, with fans expressing shock, delight, and disbelief in equal measure. Hashtags related to the drama trended within hours, and speculation about future episodes ran rampant. The tension on set promised that this season of Love and Hip Hop would be unforgettable, filled with twists, betrayals, and confrontations that no one could have predicted. As the night drew to a close, it was clear that nothing would be the same. The returning cast members were navigating old conflicts while trying to adapt to the presence of newcomers who brought their own secrets and ambitions. Friendships were tested, rivalries reignited, and alliances shifted with startling speed. Producers and crew could only hope to contain the chaos long enough to capture the most dramatic footage. While fans eagerly awaited each leaked clip and behind-the-scenes revelation, the atmosphere was electric, the stakes were high, and the drama had only just begun. Every glance, every whispered word, and every confrontation promised to keep viewers on the edge of their seats, craving the next explosive moment. From emotional breakdowns to heated arguments and strategic manipulations, the first day set the tone for a season that would leave everyone talking. This was not just another season of Love and Hip Hop, it was a full-blown spectacle of emotion, betrayal, and ambition, and fans could barely wait to see what would unfold next. The morning after the explosive dinner, the cast arrived on set with tension still thick in the air. Whispered conversations filled the hallways, eyes darted from one person to another, and the energy was palpable. No one wanted to be the first to break the uneasy silence. Yet everyone was acutely aware that unresolved issues from the previous night hung over them like a storm cloud. A returning cast member, still visibly shaken, confronted another about private comments that had leaked online, and the confrontation quickly spiraled into a heated argument that forced producers to step in. "You think you can just say whatever you want about me behind my back?" she demanded, her voice trembling with a mix of anger and disbelief. The accused tried to deflect, but the camera captured every flicker of hesitation, every defensive gesture, and the tension became almost unbearable for viewers watching at home. Meanwhile, newcomers were finding their footing in this high-stakes environment. carefully choosing when to speak and when to observe. One newcomer, rumored to have a mysterious connection to a past scandal, made a subtle comment that set off another round of whispers and glances, hinting at hidden alliances and secret agendas. Fans online were quick to notice, flooding social media with speculation about who would emerge as the dominant player and whose loyalty might crumble first. The cast's personal stakes were higher than ever. One returning star revealed a shocking emotional vulnerability during a confessional, admitting that the fear of being overshadowed by the newcomers was keeping her up at night. "I've worked too hard to be pushed aside," she whispered, tears brimming in her eyes. "I won't let anyone take that from me, no matter what it takes." Across the set, another star quietly observed, calculating how to exploit these insecurities to gain the upper hand. The interplay between emotional rawness and strategic maneuvering created a tension that seemed to electrify every scene. During a group activity meant to build camaraderie, underlying rivalries bubbled to the surface. A friendly game devolved into accusations and personal attacks, as long-standing grudges resurfaced. "You've been manipulating everyone all along," one cast member shouted, pointing a finger, while another fired back with equal intensity. The atmosphere was charged, and even those who tried to stay neutral found themselves reluctantly drawn into the fray. In private moments, emotional confessions provided glimpses into the psychological complexity of the cast. One veteran tearfully admitted in a confessional that she was terrified of losing relevance in the eyes of fans, while a newcomer confessed that the drama was exactly what they had hoped for, revealing a calculated approach to navigating the volatile environment. These dual perspectives highlighted the intricate dynamics that defined the season. Blending raw emotion with strategic gameplay, tensions escalated further when an unexpected revelation about a past romance surfaced, connecting multiple cast members in ways that no one anticipated. Accusations flew, tears were shed, and arguments erupted in both private and public spaces, each confrontation carefully documented by the cameras. Fans were captivated, dissecting every exchange and predicting the next inevitable showdown. The social media reaction was instantaneous and intense. Clips from confrontations, private arguments, and emotional confessions were shared widely, prompting discussions, debates, and fan theories about which alliances would hold and which relationships would crumble. Online forums buzzed with speculation about hidden agendas, secret alliances, and upcoming betrayals. As the episodes progressed, the cast's emotional conflicts deepened. Friendships were tested to their limits, and romantic entanglements became increasingly complicated. One returning star confronted another about a betrayal that had occurred off camera, and the ensuing argument was so intense that production staff intervened to prevent it from escalating further. Cameras captured every moment, from pointed accusations to the flickers of remorse and defensiveness, ensuring that viewers experienced the drama in all its raw intensity. Meanwhile, new alliances began to form among the newcomers, who quickly realized that unity could be a powerful tool in a house divided by past grievances. Whispers of secret strategies, private meetings, and unspoken agreements circulated, adding layers of intrigue that kept fans speculating. Every interaction on set seemed loaded with potential consequences, and even casual remarks could ignite emotional explosions. The romantic dynamics added another layer of complexity. Flirtations, jealousies, and misunderstandings created situations ripe for confrontation. One cast member, known for a history of dramatic breakups, was seen having a tense discussion with a former flame, drawing the attention of other cast members who immediately interpreted the conversation as a threat to their own positions. Arguments flared, emotions ran high, and the cameras captured it all, from subtle side glances to full-blown shouting matches. In a particularly dramatic scene, two cast members were caught in a private argument that quickly escalated into an emotional breakdown. Tears were shed, accusations hurled, and the tension became almost unbearable to witness. "I can't believe you'd do this to me after everything we've been through," one star cried, voice quivering with a mix of anger and heartbreak. The accused responded defensively, yet the pain was evident in their expression, highlighting the fragile nature of the relationships on set. The psychological stakes were as high as the emotional ones. Cast members navigated a labyrinth of loyalty, trust, and personal ambition, each interaction a potential minefield. Secret alliances formed and dissolved with shocking speed, and the ever-present cameras ensured that no subtle glance or whispered word went unnoticed. Fans at home were enthralled, dissecting every scene, predicting outcomes, and forming opinions about who would survive the season's emotional roller coaster. Just when it seemed the tension could not escalate further, a new twist was introduced. A hidden conflict from a previous season resurfaced, connecting several cast members in unexpected ways. The revelation triggered a cascade of confrontations, arguments, and emotional outbursts, leaving the cast scrambling to process the implications. Producers captured every raw moment, knowing that the emotional intensity was exactly what viewers craved. Amid the chaos, moments of strategic gameplay emerged. Cast members negotiated, formed secret pacts, and calculated their next moves with precision. The interplay of emotion and strategy created a narrative that was both unpredictable and compelling. Keeping fans glued to every episode, social media continued. To buzz with reactions, theories, and heated debates about the unfolding drama. Hashtags related to the conflicts, betrayals, and emotional revelations trended within hours, reflecting the audience's investment in the storylines. The energy on set remained intense, with each new day promising fresh confrontations, unexpected alliances, and emotional revelations. The returning cast navigated the challenges of reintegration, balancing past grievances with present ambitions, while the newcomers maneuvered to establish their positions, fully aware that every interaction could have long-lasting consequences. As the episodes unfolded, the combination of emotional vulnerability, personal stakes, and calculated manipulation created a season of love and hip-hop that was as dramatic as it was unpredictable. Friendships were tested, rivalries reignited, and secrets threatened to unravel the carefully constructed social fabric of the cast. Every glance, whispered word, and pointed accusation had the potential to ignite the next explosive moment, ensuring that viewers remained captivated, episode after episode. The first major confrontation of the season set a precedent for what was to come: unfiltered emotion, intense drama, and the kind of shocking twists that kept fans on the edge of their seats. With cameras capturing every nuance of the cast's interactions, both on and off screen, the narrative unfolded in real time, blending the rawness of human emotion with the spectacle of reality television. Each cast member's personal journey marked by vulnerability, ambition, and strategic calculation intertwined with others in ways that created a rich tapestry of drama. From whispered secrets to public confrontations, from emotional breakdowns to calculated maneuvers, the storyline evolved with a sense of unpredictability that made it impossible to turn away. As the days passed, the cast found themselves navigating increasingly complex dynamics. Romantic entanglements, friendships, rivalries, and professional ambitions collided, creating a high-stakes environment in which every decision mattered. Emotional volatility was constant, and even seemingly minor interactions could escalate into dramatic confrontations. Producers ensured that the cameras were always ready, capturing each subtle expression, each hesitant gesture, each pointed remark that hinted at deeper tensions. Social media reflected the intensity, with fans dissecting every clip, theorizing about future conflicts, and speculating on the personal stakes of each cast member. The season promised to deliver relentless drama, with each episode revealing new layers of complexity, unexpected twists, and emotional turmoil. As the narrative unfolded, viewers could witness the delicate balance between performance and reality, strategy and vulnerability, creating a compelling tapestry of human emotion and interpersonal intrigue. From the first heated confrontation to the ongoing interplay of alliances and rivalries, the story promised to keep audiences captivated, anticipating the next shocking revelation and the inevitable emotional explosions that defined love and hip-hop. The intensity on set reached new heights as the season progressed, with every interaction charged with an undercurrent of tension that kept both the cast and the crew on edge. What began as subtle glances and whispered conversations quickly escalated into full-blown confrontations that threatened to unravel the fragile alliances carefully constructed over the past few episodes. One returning star, determined to reclaim her position at the center of attention, openly challenged another cast member during a group meeting, her voice sharp and unyielding. "You think you can outshine me just because you're new?" she demanded, eyes blazing. The newcomer, unfazed, shot back with a cool, measured response, revealing a confidence that unsettled everyone around them. Fans watching from home were instantly captivated, flooding social media with comments like, "This is going to be war," and "She's not backing down for anyone." Meanwhile, behind closed doors, other cast members were quietly strategizing, plotting their next moves while carefully observing the emotional volatility around them. Every argument, every tearful confession, and every subtle act of manipulation became a calculated step in a high-stakes game where personal pride and public perception collided. The romantic dynamics further complicated the atmosphere. A former flame appeared on set, reigniting old feelings and jealousies that had never fully dissipated. Conversations meant to be casual turned into emotionally charged confrontations, with accusations flying and voices raised in frustration. One veteran star confronted her ex in private, tears brimming as she demanded clarity about intentions and honesty. "I need to know where we stand," she whispered, her voice breaking, "because I can't go through this kind of betrayal again." The ex responded defensively, trying to maintain composure while the cameras captured every flicker of emotion for viewers hungry for drama. The social media reaction was immediate, with fans analyzing body language, tone, and the timing of every word. Speculation ran rampant about whether reconciliation or further heartbreak would follow, and the online chatter fueled anticipation for the next episode. Alongside romantic tension, past betrayals came to the forefront, forcing the cast to confront unresolved issues that had simmered beneath the surface for months. One returning star, haunted by a previous season's scandal, finally aired grievances in a confessional that was raw and emotionally charged. "I've carried this weight for too long," she confessed, tears streaming down her face, "and it's time they all see the real me." The vulnerability contrasted sharply with the heated arguments, revealing the depth of personal stakes and the emotional complexity that defined the season. Alliances shifted unpredictably, with some cast members bonding over shared frustrations while others formed secret pacts to undermine perceived rivals. One newcomer quietly aligned with a veteran, exchanging whispered plans in hallways and strategically positioning themselves to capitalize on the chaos. The tension was so palpable that even casual activities like rehearsals and photo shoots became arenas for subtle power plays and veiled confrontations. During a particularly dramatic filming session, a casual debate escalated into a shouting match when old grievances collided with new accusations. "You've been playing everyone this whole time," one star yelled, pointing fingers, while another countered, "and you're just mad because you can't control the narrative." Crew members scrambled to mediate, but the cameras captured every moment, ensuring that viewers witnessed the unfiltered intensity of the conflicts. Fans online dissected every interaction, interpreting facial expressions, tone, and timing to speculate on future confrontations. "She's about to snap," one commenter predicted, while another wrote, "This is going to be the most explosive season yet." Romantic entanglements added an additional layer of unpredictability. A secretive conversation between two cast members ignited suspicion and jealousy, leading to a confrontation that erupted in a flurry of emotions. Accusations of deceit, miscommunication, and hidden agendas filled the room, with voices rising and tears flowing. The cameras captured it all, from subtle gestures to overt confrontations, providing viewers with an intimate glimpse into the personal stakes that drove each character's actions. In confessional interviews, cast members revealed fears, insecurities, and ambitions that contrasted sharply with their on-camera personas. One returning star admitted to feeling threatened by the newcomer's confidence, while a newcomer confessed that the drama was exactly what they had hoped for, viewing the emotional turbulence as an opportunity to secure their place in the hierarchy. These candid moments highlighted the duality of the season: the public performance for the cameras and the private emotional battles that raged behind the scenes. As the episodes unfolded, unexpected twists kept the narrative unpredictable. A hidden secret from a past season resurfaced, intertwining multiple cast members in a web of unresolved conflicts. Confrontations erupted in both public and private settings, with tears, anger, and shock dominating the interactions. Fans eagerly consumed every leaked clip and behind-the-scenes revelation, dissecting the drama and forming theories about future confrontations and alliances. The intensity of interpersonal dynamics was matched by the psychological games being played. Cast members navigated a complex landscape of loyalty, trust, and manipulation, each encounter a potential turning point. Whispers of secret meetings, strategic conversations, and carefully timed provocations added layers of intrigue that heightened suspense. Even casual remarks were scrutinized, as any misstep could ignite a cascade of emotional reactions and alter the balance of power. A particularly dramatic scene unfolded during a group dinner meant to foster unity. Old grievances resurfaced, accusations flew, and the atmosphere became charged with emotion. One cast member revealed a personal secret that implicated several others, triggering a chain.